as we know, inflation is happening, so prices are going up, and general cost of goods are going up, but employment costs are staying the same, or there's no employees at all. So the shipping companies, for the first time ever, are now going to pass along those inflated costs to the customer. So if it used to cost $10 for a ground package from Florida to New York, now the ground package will cost $13 or $17 or $15. What the shipping companies are doing is they're adding surcharges. They're adding fuel surcharges, peak season surcharges, or emergency surcharges, or even inflation charges. Amazon added 5, 10, 15% of inflation charges to their sellers and to their buyers. And for the consumer, we're not making any more money, right? But cost of goods are going up and up. So why this is a huge problem in shipping, and it's going to continue to be a problem, is because the only way to lower your cost basis for these charges is to get better shipping costs, like better shipping rates. And most companies just don't get better shipping rates unless they increase their shipping volume, right? So the average everyday shipper needs to get better rates, but they can't because the cost of the shipping is going up. So they're actually kind of in a stuck position. But from the carrier's perspective, it's costing them more for fuel, it's costing more for labor, it's costing them more to operate their belts, it's costing more to import their goods. So they're experiencing these costs that are going up at a massive rate. So how do we solve this problem for our clients? It's because InXpress is a global organization, and we're negotiating these rates with our carriers from the tens of thousands of customers, right? So most companies only get a chance to just negotiate rates on their own behalf with their own one company. So we're able to lower that initial cost basis of shipping, which then lowers the additional charge that you may incur. So when you look at your shipping bill, it'll say $10 shipping cost, and then it'll say fuel surcharge, $2.30, emergency surcharge, $5. Then it'll say, inflation charge, 5%. So all those extra charges are based off that initial shipping charge. So the only way you can really lower it is by working with a company like ours who can help you, A, navigate how to do this, and B, have a support team that's accountable to get back to you whenever you have a problem or issue and you talk to somebody. But the inflation issue for shipping is going to continue to go up because of the fuel cost, right? Fuel cost has gone up 70% over the last 16 months. 16 months ago, a tank of fuel would get a truck driver 1,500 miles, okay? And that tank of fuel costs $935, right? Now that same tank of fuel costs $1,650, right? Same tank of fuel, same mileage, now it's almost 70% more than it cost before. So of course, because that cost basis has changed, the truck driver has to make money, the cost has to go up to the consumer. And where the consumer gets in trouble is that they're not making more money themselves, so everything inherently gets more expensive. So again, the consumer issue is going to be something that the economy will have to figure out, right? That's something that current administration and future administration have to figure out how to switch. What we can help with is, on a small business perspective or a business perspective, help those companies lower that cost, right? The charges are still going to be there, but just going to take a lesser cost basis, so they'll be less expensive. For example, if you were to ship something for $100, currently a fuel surcharge is 23%, so they would add $23 more to that shipping cost, right? So if the shipping cost now is $75, then the 23% obviously is a lower percent of the initial cost. So that's how we can really tear that. But it's not going anywhere, unfortunately. It's going to be a huge problem the remaining of the year. It's going to get worse towards the end of the year. And if we have any other conflicts that are associated with fuel, we're all going to be in some serious trouble, because we're already dealing with a perfect storm now. If anything else happens, like a hurricane, another global conflict, something else that affects the fuel supply, then it's going to be a major issue going into what they call peak season or Christmas and the New Year.